Because person will get over 30 years experience for news story work, for writing, for speaking. The person is Sabi now, he don't see this for Nigeria. So one day beg Guna. This special, now learn, all of us they learn. And now why we appreciate Uncle JD when they join us. Once again, Uncle JD, you are welcome to Asini Hot Special.
It's over 40 years.
Who are we? And small picking, they worry me. Over 40 years experience. Uncle JD, once again, you are welcome, sir.
I wrote my first story in newspaper in 1974.
Agba. In fact, Baba, where you come up with elder statesman. Elder statesman.
1974, first story.
They never even imagine, say they won't burn the two of us. Imagination.
No, they don't burn you.
They never burn me.
No,
they burn me years later, several years later.
Uncle, they don't burn you. When
they burn me several years later. You know, not be my papa.
Uncle, when INEC they do age distribution for voters. Now we be the youth now. You know you now.
They never burn me. No be my papa. No be my mama.
No verse. We could just enter into the discussion straight, Uncle JD. The first one get to do with matter where we say he make everybody belly sweet, especially those where they look say election or action where everybody supposed participate inside. That one get to do with what in the NUC joint body when we say everything will concern universities inside of Nigeria. Now then they chook eye on top. They don't come out to they talk say from the 22nd of February, that is 3 days before the election, or if you check out maybe 2 days before the election, the Presidential and National Assembly elections, go reach 14th of March, will be 3 days after they do the governorship elections. Say make all the Nigerian students, the greatest bagba, greatest bobo, make them carry their bags, the small gari will remain, their teaching aids, their pencil, their biro, make them go back house so that they will go stay with their parents. They say aside from say they want make them go house, they also want to make these people participate actively for the process. We not go forget, say, we be not tell Uncle Jenny here. Uncle Jenny is a prophet. He been talk and say, normally, if you check him, because of, say, parents them, he get the kind of eye when they go use the look their children, when their children go behave well. So that in case the result come, they go one way, people come begin, they congregate, they verse, come they do somehow, say it no go happen. He be like, as Uncle Jenny speak that prophecy, the NUC carry out. Now, official statements don't come out. Now, the first matter, when we go chook mouth, as it take concern, say, Nigerian students, they go participate for that election. Remember, February 22, go reach March 14th, they must stay house. So, papa, mama, brother, sister, uncle, auntie, if you they watch, if Uncle be no come, sorry, if Victor no come back house, that period, we could have no saying this somewhere. Because nobody
you won't call me my name now. Because I say my name official Unkubi, you can't say no, make no find trouble. Can't call me Victor. Okay. You want to say no, my name now Victor.
Okay, Udo, if Udo Chuku, let me just.
And my name now Udo Chuku. Can you call another name? Stop calling me.
I call Unkubi, I say okay, that mistake. I say Victor, I say Udo Chuku. No, be three
different names. Why can't you say my entire name? You can't they call Unkubi, Victor, Udo Chuku is my native name. No, let me. Anyway, sir, let us move on. And that's straight into the next story. And this one got to do with waiting the former president, that is Olusegun Obasanjo, waiting come and call talk. It also look on Nigerians, leaders where they rule us. Say the world's eye. The world's eye. Say the world they take microscopic, what do they call it? They take watch Nigeria right now. On to say as election they come forward so. Say everybody they watch us, the focus is on Nigeria. Your black Nigeria, that be the new star now, that be the new bride. And according to waiting, of course, will lead to all these things. And I also remember say the APC don't come and come deny, say, look, they no talk, say make they push elections. So all those things where they talk, say they don't come and come to come. And following every other activities where they follow this particular election. And the fact say, of course, I never come and also ask Nigeria say, well, so say the election say would definitely hold. And say any kind of wuru so they don't go give room for wuru to happen. And this thing actually all this matter were raised and when the ADC presidential candidate and when he visit the former president for in place, come tell and say, okay, okay, president, what do you say about this election? What will be your reaction? And based on that, they come tell and say, okay, no worry. Say as long as the world they look us. As long as the world they look Nigeria will be the focus right now. Say nothing they happen. Say Nigerians say not go on to anyhow. Say because the entire world right now focus on Nigeria as election they come. Now our second story, now be that.
Uncle JD, so that you no go be like say we dey pack story full ground because senior man na senior man.
Yes.
And it go good make you dey cut the thing so that as the thing dey hot, people go dey get up. Make we start with this second one. The message when we say Baba Obasanjo, person when we say he be Oga Kpatakpata of Nigeria as head of state, then as civilian don't talk now, so they consign this election. He said the full world they watch us. I want to ask you, this message when Baba Obasanjo come out, they give us for quarter to election. You think say you not be like say some people when they outside really their idea on top of this country. Not verse. When we go break, come back, you'll give us that answer so that we no go disturb you. No go anywhere when they come back. This now, I see the hot special on Fridays with Uncle JD.
Center will talk about that. Just like say the government something will not hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
You know, my best conversation are the ones that are the warmest.
It's nothing but God. Like, what if you never get to blow? Like, what if you never make it in life? What do you want to do with your life?
A lot of men, divorce is rampant.
It's not just about the interview, but about the connection.
I was a props man, the car props man. I was a producer.
Wow.
Sweet, I'll be like,
I can't play your part. You can't play my part.
You know, we have a lot of great conversations on With Today, but there's some of them that I say you have to watch.
Until you normalize mistake, you will never enjoy your life.
Yes.
Dr. Makinde said, Wike, this is prolapse.
But there was no one to take care of me.
I don't want to break down. Ow.
With Trudy showing Sundays 5 p.m. on wazobiamax TV.
I hope your wife is not the one.
Wazobia Academy offers the best of both worlds and easily.
Oria,
You're welcome.
you go in, let me finish. I will join you.
Mercy! Let's go home. Mercy!
Are you not happy that I'm back?
I'm happy. Oh.
Why is your face not happy?
That is how God designed my face.
Did it shock you?
You are the one with the cutlass now. What are you doing behind me?
See, it is called the element of surprise.
To the front,
Mr. Lawansi! No, it is that Mr. Lawansi. I am not. Oh, my name is Ismail Suleiman Dan Guruguru. This is my right hand. This is my right hand. If I hit this boy with it, 7 days, it will not rise.
So that boy is coming.
Which boy is coming?
He's coming.
No, it's not as if I'm afraid, though. No, I just want you to know it's not as if I'm afraid.
The Lawson's Family Show coming soon on wazobiamax TV.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one where politicians come they do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on and enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You self, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. on wazobiamax TV.
Talk about that. Just like say the government something will not hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
Welcome back to Asile Hot. Before we go that break, we be ask Uncle JD the question as they concern with your Obasanjo talk. No need to stretch out. Uncle JD, over to you. This strong message by Baba Obasanjo, how you take reason now?
You know, say, in the Committee of Nations, the world, the first area of assessment, the first area where they take assess any group of people, are their leader. When Botok say, show me your friends, and he tells me who you are. So it be for the world. Show me your leaders, and you will tell me who you are. The leaders where you get, whether now for church as pastor, mosalashi as imam, you know, leaders always give an indication of the kind of people we will not be. This thing where I talk, it is very significant. This thing where I talk. If to say all of us get what in Oyinbo they call a sense of purpose, we will understand that it's not enough for you to elect somebody because he's from your town, he did the same mosque. Anybody when they elect now, that the eye where they could take look the leader, and then they go take look you in international communities. Okay, so you go say, what will be your concern? Anybody go on say they always look for foreign direct investment, foreign direct investment. If you be businessman, you go carry your money, go invest for a country where the president be criminal.
No go possible. No. Because your investment can disappear.
They feel still themselves.
You know, say nobody stands alone. If you come be say, they know they invite you to certain things. If you get to airport, they begin shook everything where they look there your body, they look for this and they look for that. So you're gonna say you must have a leader where we say, when he stand up in the world like this, people could they give him respect. Just like close your eyes and look at during Obasanjo's tenure. Or when I was younger, look at the way people regarded us as Nigerians when Yakubu Gowon was the president. We were not well respected. We were highly respected. Not well respected, highly respected. And look at now. Today we they talk Rwanda. Everybody won't go there. Now because you see the leader as he be, the things where in they do, the things where in this. So if all of us get what they call a sense of purpose, we must make sure say the leader where we go elect, go be apart from the fact say he go hold the country well. It go be leader where we say part of the respect where people go give them go reflect on us. That is what now comes to what that Reverend Father said. I won't ask you now, why do you vote?
Now to bring leaders when go help us.
Make I explain.
Okay.
Why I ask that question.
Okay.
You go get some people that go say, well, I'm not going to vote for Jimmy so that they're not going to let him win. Some people go vote say, I must vote for Chugudi because his local government is next to mine, will be fellow Igbo.
All those countries, yes.
Some people go vote, be say, I don't want to make a Blackie win because this is so I go vote. Then some people go, all kinds of reasons. People should realize that there is a spiritual side to voting. I talked for radio this morning. When you cast your vote, you contribute to the leadership of your country. There's that, and it get rebound, what they call rebound. Now the way where you go forward, then go reflect, everything will come back, come meet you. Meaning, like that Reverend said, how can you vote for somebody where you don't want make the picking where you go born, whether not you go born them or it go be your grandchild or stray bullets. You just say you go play with one man, can't get belly. If you don't want, if you know fit talk, say that picking will fit come my family, make it be like the person where you go vote for, like that Reverend said. You have a problem. If you not say a person is a criminal, you go vote for them. Spiritually, it cannot be good for you.
Uncle Jedi, say we want to make our people them really get the picture of what you they talk. This thing when Uncle Jedi talk now, one video when we say one man of God, like around a month ago, he been they preach for church, can't tell in church people say, that person when you want vote for election, you go want make your pikin be like him. If you go want to make you shout amen. So people can't they hide their mouth. Now waiting Chief Olusegun Obasanjo been talk about. Make we play him so that una go hear him and una go really consist. Say, oh, this thing when Uncle Jenny they talk. Indeed, in a spiritual, if you vote nonsense and ingredients, the result go be nonsense and ingredients. Because as you they contribute to the leadership when spoil, the result go be waiting spoil.
And in the spiritual realm, whatever you put forward is going to come back to you. And it will come back to you personally and collectively.
Make we play and make them hear by themselves.
Recently, a pastor was preaching. I think he was not really preaching, he was talking. And he said to his congregation, I know most of you must have made up your mind who you will vote for. And he said, look, those of you who have made up your mind who you will vote for, I don't want to know who you will vote for, but put up your hands. Almost the whole congregation, including himself, put up his hand. I found it interesting. And he said he wanted to make a prayer. And as I pray, put up your hand, continue to raise your hand, that your children may have the character, the attitude, the attribute, the reputation, the life of the one you have chosen to vote for. Well, hands started coming down. and I said to myself, so here are people who are ready to vote for somebody they don't want their children to be like. Now, what do you say of such people? Wicked to extreme, as far as I'm concerned, unpatriotic.
This talk, they're very, very straightforward. And like Uncle Jenny don't talk, put them for the back of your mind. Because if you check out now, like 2 weeks before the presidential elections, presidential and national assembly, remember, at the back of your mind, now waiting you put forward, like Uncle Jenny talk, the thing will come back to you. If you put good, you go see good. If you put bad, you go see bad.
Make a finish them. I will say Oyinbo people just leave us as we be, because if to send as we be before, then go assemble for village square, put costs on ground, say anybody where votes, anybody where you vote for, now it will be reflected in your child or your children to come. Then we might have a better society. Because here you are, by people then ready to vote for thief, but they don't want to make them picking thief. If you invest in producing a thief, a jaguda, or whatever, in a country, God is going to hold you responsible. For those of you now, when they go church, when they go mosque, if they not tell you, make you know that if you push a thief forward, it can't suffer people, you will suffer with him. This one don't be say cause. It is the cause of natural justice. So your voting is not to make person win per se. Your voting is to contribute to what you should consider the larger progress of your community by voting somebody who you know will be good. Don't say because a thief, but he give me money. Anybody will take money to vote, and you know say it's not supposed to do things. It cannot be better for such a person. I say it. It's the law. It's the law of nature. It cuts across all religions, even traditionally they there. So vote your conscience for somebody where you feel stand in front of God. Say, yes, this is the reason why I voted for this man. And if the man mess up, God sees your heart. It is important that people know this, because maybe what has been making us suffer in this country up to this point, where everything noticing, is because our people don't have that conscience to do the right thing. And you cannot do the wrong thing and expect the right result.
No possible.
It's not possible.
Uncle JD, if you look this analysis where you don't give, you know also to say one of the major reasons where they make people they talk, say based on sentiment. Make I vote this person where they close to me. Make I vote this person because they live next to my house. Make I vote because this person because now the same church where they worship. You notice now based on probably gullibility or the fact that they're not they informed, they don't know much about.
It's not gullibility. We have something where they call conscience, where Yoruba people they call a letter. Something, if you they do something wrong, it be like say, make you tell you say that gullibility make you go knock another person's wife.
No.
So what are you saying? We know what is, all these ones when they go church, they listen to someone, they listen to Wasi for Mochalachi. It is all ceremonial. All of us know the difference between good and bad.
Very true. God don't give us the sense.
God don't give us the sense, except madman. We go excuse madman, he don't know. But we always know between, you could not say somebody in a criminal, you can't say, nah, what do you call yourself?
Eh?
You can't say a lack of, what is
He said gullibility.
Gullibility.
No, not be gullibility.
Uncle JD, I believe say this your talk, they very clear, and everybody go hear up. A set of people when be say then go do something important for this election too, giving their number. In fact, the time when they calculate them, they say of the 93.4 million people when the voters register, nearly 27 million now people will be say they be greatest Gbagba and greatest Bobo. Uncle Jenny, some people been they talk at that time say the number of these people when if school day, because they talk at that time say some schools even don't begin fix exam during this period. Say it be like say those people they get a bad plan, but now AUC they listen to the voice of the prophets.
Yes.
Like Uncle Jenny testified last week, and they don't do the needful. Uncle Jerry, this is your prophecy when don't come to pass now.
And not just the first prophecy.
No, no prophecy. I won't ask.
Prophecies.
More begin to contribute offering and tithe for you now. Yeah. I
don't mind.
Baba, they okay now.
I don't mind. If you
Baba need cash.
Waiting, I don't Even if na old notes, bring them. I don't agree with them. But jokes apart, we had, you know, say we, whether we like it or not, some of us, when they work for this work, with a firm opinion. And I'm glad to say they see reason. Number one, most of these children are registered in their areas of residence.
True.
They're not registered on campus. But the most important one that I told you about 3 weeks ago, not be so?
Yes.
The most important one be say, you don't want students congregated when you are going to be announcing results of election. Because none of us know the way the election will go. In this election, we won't do and not trust anybody. I know all of them, they just, they get some signs where they see, where we say, they give me headache. Compromises here and there. But that's another story for another day. So it go hard. It's a safety measure. Apart from the fact that this one also give them opportunity, make them go vote for their houses with the rest. You don't want a congregation of youths. You avoid it as much as possible. Because voting is one thing. Post-election is the more difficult part. And this greatest Gbagba, greatest Gbogbo, this is my youth. Because in this one, I've registered myself as a youth. This one, the youth that you have now, they are enlightened.
Yes.
They don't see, look, video where go, Oshomole go campaign for Ring Road.
Yes, for Benin.
I know Benin very well. I don't live there. That like central place. It be like CMS. Where you go for as he carry this, he begin talk. Come and see youth.
They begin sing for him.
They begin sing for
him.
He run come out for the place. These youths that we have now will not tolerate nonsense. And the earlier we know it, and the social media has made it possible for them to congregate. You now don't want to leave the higher institutions open. As the NUC talk, I don't know whether the NUC they control polytechnics and so on and so forth. But the advice we get from government is say, all higher institutions, lock them down, let people go home.
And vote.
And vote. Both for reasons to make it possible for them to vote, and me, I want make the youth, all you use, make them come out.
Because now they get the future.
Yes.
Now they get the future. Let me tell you something. I go tell you one secret today, where I know they two tell people. It depends me when they talk say I be veteran, I be legend, that they did. What did they pay me? Be say, the thing crept on me. I didn't know when I moved from an active, because I've been active all my life, all my university days. We don't with Ganifa and me, we don't talk, we are looking for a better society. I wake up one day, then say I'll be old man. Youth, you will not be a youth forever.
True.
Youth must know that.
True.
And now the plant, now what you plant, when you be youth, now you go harvest.
I go reap, yeah.
I thank God for the way my life go. God has been kind to me. But I'm not a prayerful person. Okay, let me tell you something. I'm not a prayerful person. I know they go church. I know they go mosque. I'm not saying don't go church or mosque. I know they go mosque.
But you get God.
But I get God.
Confirm.
I they pray. I know they do long prayer. All this one way they go say, 159 prayer points. My own prayer point is only one. If at the follow them go mosque, if they talk Fatiha, I don't pray with that. If they talk the Lord's Prayer, that's all. The rest, as far as I'm concerned, not sure. But where they go, be say, do not let us lose sight, make we not lose sight of spirituality in our lives. Because nobody we create ourselves. In the cycle of the world, whatever you reap is what you will sow. Mm-hmm. As Nasim so sometimes maybe like on a Monday, I'm not going to get it. Before the end of the week, my needs are taken care of. Because all the things we're supposed to dabaru me are not only one nonsense I get. And God don't come out and finish.
Amen.
Don't ask me.
No, I know. Uncle Jerry, me God know. Me say no. You don't know. Why my amen strong?
You don't know. This is where they drink that at tea. Not in day.
Yes.
But where I'm going seriously is that the youth need to participate in making your country, in the future of the country, because that future belongs to you. They go follow these babas of my age, because I don't become baba. If you go to an elderly man like me, because I'm elderly, is always looking back. If we sit down for beer parlor now, begin drink, if you allow me, that's why I'm going to talk, say, in 19 this civil, in 19 this city, now youth, they look forward. So if you go, it's left to you. If you go, let people, when they look back, they remember what they do. It's up to you. You need young people who go forward looking and say, this is where I want to be. I remember I was an adult when Yakubu Gowon was president. He was 32.
Yes, as a military head of state.
Yakubu Gowon, for me, is the best president I ever had in my lifetime. He was forward-looking. Look at what he was able to do. Look at Lagos. Forget Lagos as it be now. Some of them go for library, go look photo. As he was prosecuting the war, he built National Theatre, he built National Stadium, he built Festac Town. We're supposed to go all the way to Ipaja. He built Lagos by the Express Road. He built this one, and war they go on. Because Gowon, one he was looking for, he was a young man. He married when he was head of state. So you need somebody who will carry you along to look forward. Don't be somebody who don't tire. Make una go out, go vote. And like my analogy, vote for your future.
Your future.
Vote for your future. The third time. Vote for your future.
Uncle Jerry don't talk 3 times, so we dey very sure say everybody when they house don't hear. February 25th, presidential and national assembly elections. March 11th, governorship and state house of assembly elections. The first 2 tori, Uncle Jerry don't help us slice up. Make we enter the remaining tori them. But we go take this one, and we know say Uncle Jerry go dey hit them as they go. This other one, now another prophecy when Uncle Jerry drop. Uncle Jerry, we've been talking about the Ori Tamaru, the 5 governors, G5. According to gist where they come and they don't say the 5 of them, the center can no longer hold, because if like say everybody interest now don't begin the show. These 5 governors, now PDP governors went talk say injustice they inside the PDP. Say presidential candidate now from north to chairman of party now from north to say it cannot be possible. Now he make them come out to talk say the person when be chairman of the party, he must come out for that position. But if I say the presidential candidate beg them the first time, beg them the second time, he can't stop to beg them. And they be don't talk last year through their person when we talk for them. Governor Wike say by January then go declare who then go support, and they go even campaign for the person. January don't come, he don't go. February don't come, he they go. They never still talk. But the gist now say all of them no agree. So therefore, if I say now few hours before the election, now in them go talk. Uncle Jerry talk this thing that time. He talk Uncle Jerry, you are indeed a prophet. If to say, okay, now what? Okay, yeah, now what are they inside? If to say now another thing, I suppose don't point for you because now what you
water are still life now. Do what you want to.
No, you know what I
do. Make his spit inside. He said the thing will go point inside, not they. You don't know what they talk.
No, Uncle Jerry, you know that
I know I'm now, no mind. He do like say he don't know.
You know, they do. I mean, why now they shine pass?
Because the pastor they look out for.
Yes. The pastor they watch out. But Uncle Jerry, over to you. You've been called the thing. Say the way when then they go. He go constant. Now he don't come be like say that time when everybody hear G5, hey, people go they fear. Now nobody even, it can't be like say they're not saying that. What happened?
What happened to them now? The thing where we predict could happen to APC. Look at APC now. APC don't scatter down from CPC to ACN or whatever it is. Because anything formed out of intrigues, it not the last. It not the last. What statement are you waiting for who will Ikpeazu say he wants to support now when the governorship candidate don't die? And now the current party chairman now he go sign who go be the candidate. You think Ikpeazu will leave that? What I say? Look at what he be named? The Benue man.
Samuel Ortom.
Ortom don't talk say now will be in the follow. Look at Seyi Makinde. Now that one is the funniest of it all. If he live in PDP, he say now APC making people vote for this thing. Number one, we say our politicians don't get principles. Now interest and gets. Our politicians don't have principles. Now all the time where they say, yes, he must be served on this one, he must be served on another. If to say that take Wike make vice president, enough for talk. Because the time where then they collect form, they go when they want to nominate chairman. That time is supposed to vex say, what in article they do here? That South is supposed to be. You took part in that election. After you took part in that election, when it was time to pick running mate, you still they cool. Now when they come pick Okowa, now your voice come clear. Now personal interest, but the person we are sorry for, of all of them, now Wike, he don't overdo himself to a point of irrelevance now.
But now in candidates,
if you get dog where they back every time, the day where thief go come, people go ignore. Wike don't back. He don't do everything. So he victimized, he do everything. Now he's on almost a standalone. He say waiting.
The governorship candidate of River State.
Yes.
They say na him boy. As in not be say boy, but na him bring the person come and say that one go loyal to Ram.
He don't go loyal. He don't know politics.
Chai.
Loyal to who? You do not know who is loyal to you until after you leave office.
Not true.
And you have nothing to offer.
Not true.
Go and ask politicians, they will tell you.
Uncle Jerry, no go vex. We will enter inside break. When we go this break, come back, we still get two stories. So this cashless policy, soldier don't they complain. Say, be like say, alert, no, they enter for front. And then the Supreme Court been come out to settle the fight. But the federal government still they talk, say, okay, you don't talk. No wahala, we go obey. But we see the reason this matter. When we go break, come back, Uncle Jerry go break and down to us. You get cash. Where you did? You get cash. You get fuel. When we go, no worry. When they come back now, still accident out special.
Talk about that. Just like say the government don't close down here. They will seal up their ear. When they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
Sincerely, I don't want to wait till I graduate from this school before I think of what to do with my life.
Exactly. I want to seriously work on my music skill. Let me make money from my talent, I beg.
I want to be a radio presenter, but I don't know how to go about it.
Simi, why are you silent today?
Sorry, ladies. I'm taking this interesting course on how to become a professional scriptwriter. You too can learn how to become a radio presenter on Wazobia Academy.
Wazobia Academy?
Yes, Wazobia Academy provides accessible and affordable online training in filmmaking, music business, fashion, radio hosting, and lots more. You also stand a chance to be selected for internship in leading production companies like We Entertainment Productions, radio stations, music, and fashion studios for hands-on experience. It's easy. Simply log on to www.wazobiaacademy.com or call 090-8826-5038 for more details. Wazobia Academy. Learn and lead.
Sincerely, I don't want to wait till I graduate from this school before I think of what...
Hello and welcome to the show. Now, better talk with this. Let me just buy a helicopter. They'll be shouting, helicopter, helicopter. Was saying I am married to Jesus. Leave you alone. You're waiting to make you see plenty women outside wey be say they don't get home training.
Now better women dey this show. If you educate a woman, you're educating the nation. And for other people, this life is very hard. Don't be the source of another person's problem.
Find love first, leave society, because at the end of the day, that society go still bash you if you dey inside marriage where they beat you.
If anything happen, hello daddy.
Even me, I say which kind of problematic family be this?
So don't miss us too much, because before you blink like this, we are back for you.
Independent.
Better Talk, showing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on top of wazobiamax TV.
Ogbonge broadcast journalist, Uncle Jimmy Disu.
This government has failed, by my own estimation.
Person when we say, when it come to news work, he be senior man.
The level of suffering in this country. Vote for the person who will improve your life, because after this 2023, there will be no excuses.
For talking, he be senior man.
They will go back to sleep. Welcome back. The program still remains as it is hot. Of course, now the Friday special with Uncle JD. Now we don't carry come on our way. And my brother Ezuguchuku is there in studio as well. And of course, now don't see these several stories, the stories that we don't go through. And of course, now also see the reaction of Uncle JD on top of these issues where we don't talk about. Still moving forward, we get another interesting one. And this one, of course, they affect you, they affect us, they affect Nigerians at large. And they get to do with this Naira cashless matter where they happen for the country. As the NSC, that is National Security Advisor, will be Major General Mohammed Bonguno, don't come and talk, say, he shout the ha 3 times. He can't talk, say, look, say, based on this cashless matter, say, people say the matter, they affect, it will affect soldiers. And then that is various fields. And say, when it comes to insecurity matter and ensuring state security in the country, say, they need money to make sure, say, at least they put things in place. Because they call on the system, say, make they do the needful, make they fit ensure, say, this thing, the cash flow, they easy for people, especially focusing on soldiers, where they guard the territorial areas of the country. And so, Uncle JD, moving forward.
But don't be no vex before you ask Uncle JD. How you take to say, ha.
They no feel relate. I mean, understand the language.
Person wake up from north now, kai.
Ha, in talk.
How you talk, ha. Now, kai. Now, kai.
When the kai, now, ha.
Who they shout ha? Now, Yoruba go say, ha. People go say, hey, wo. Hausa na kai.
No, ha, here for your mouth. So leave me alone.
Uncle JD, no verse.
So, Uncle JD, moving forward, it also within, of course, Oga Muguno talk, based on this cashless matter. How important we need to actually look into this particular issue, based on what you talk, in addressing, the financial need of the country, especially with regard to this soldier matter where you mentioned.
The soldier matter is not any different from the matter of every citizen of this country. As I this one, I know how much is in my wallet.
Okay.
If I run into Excel now, I don't enter Wahala. Unless the Excel get account. This thing what the president won't do is very good. Very, very good. What is the purpose? The purpose apparently is that he gets Nigerians, politicians, not Nigerians, where don't store up cash. In the case of some of them, in various houses, where they won't execute this election, meaning they give people a polling booth where you go take this. Let me tell you a quick story where I hear. During these primaries and during this campaign, some politicians go the traditional ruler, then go give them gbemu. They say the gbemu, the money where they give them, now old bank wrapper, then take wrapper. Bank we don't die 10 years ago. You know that paper where they take wrap the money?
Yes.
Now that wrapper they there. Guy. So the president can't talk, say, I'm not going to allow make it be saying that money go determine this thing. So he did it in good faith. And in the course of, as usual, the whole process, they don't dabaru am. As usual. Now only God go help Nigeria. There are two different issues. If they talk about the court matter, there are two different issues. where we talk now. The first talk, that the talk of the currencies where they want change. That one, you are given 90 days to do that. If you have not done it in 90 days, I don't think you will ever do it. Unless, of course, fear they catch you to bring the money forward. And you want to put them in small.
And then you say that money get... because who get legit money, no go, they hide them.
But the problem now, but then they take this change, overshadow the issue. The issue that we have now is not changing the money. Nobody say people won't carry the money, go back, go change. If you never do that 90 days, that's your problem. The problem now is availability of money, whether old or new. Whether old or new. And that is the crucial, and we don't know in this game, I'm not going to knock off anybody's name as saboteur. Even plus including the people with the central bank. We don't know whether saboteur is there inside to give the president a bad name. This Buhari man, he did the same thing during the time of the politicians. These same politicians, he did the same thing. There was no problem. You know, say military, if you fall out of line in those days, the laws were in gates. That day, in those days, you go climb electric pole, touch wire, and death. That reason. But because of all this democracy and this thief matter, it don't enter our system. It don't enter everybody, everywhere in a thief. So it be like say some people are out to sabotage. Now, the federal government, the Supreme Court, in its wisdom, said that, hold it, leave the door open until September 15.
February 15.
February 15. February 15. But when then they sued the federal government, the people who sued the federal government, now governors, you know, say, now them they affected. They are not doing it, make I tell you now, they're not doing it for your sake. Don't believe that at all. Now them, most of them, now them get big bebo for house. Because you get one governor, when they see as the thing they go, to pay people, they begin pay cash. They begin pay cash.
Cash.
When the governors were now going to, when they were going to sue this thing, they no add CBN join. And na CBN.
Then the matter concern.
So, nobody has said that. I'm not be lawyer. I for like make lawyer explain to me, say, whether that Supreme Court order, whether he holds CBN, where they not mention.
I be no Holland.
Because the federal government, yes, you cannot claim politically that they own CBN. CBN is supposed to be independent.
Independent, yes.
So if the federal government, that is why up till as we speak, I have not heard of a direct CBN directive that says that
they will go obey the
Supreme Court. My advice to my people, so that you are not caught, not take old money. That's my advice. To play safe. I'm not saying disobey law, but to play safe.
Not take old money.
Don't take old money. So that they are not caught.
Old news, no one people they see.
That is the point.
Person collect 50 naira in 5,000.
The point now is that did the CBN produce enough? If not, why? 2, the one way they produce, has somebody gone to hijack the money again? Has somebody taken this cash away in volumes again? These are the issues. It's enough to sit down and blame the president and blame what's the name of that one? Emefiele. We go create problem from himself from the beginning. Now he can do the talk saying that because he don't win primaries, that's why he won't frustrate everything. When we were telling him as CBN governor, get serious, don't get involved in all politics and trivialities. He not know, that's why they talk all kind of nonsense. Now he's carrying the, when we tell people these things, I don't know. Now, in office, you don't work for a share. In body, they hot. Like as they hot.
Yes, as they hot.
So, my advice to people be say, if somebody won't pay you money, with this thing, tell her, say, say you thank him, but make him go pay him for your bank. See if the bank go
collect him.
Wahala. Because I don't monitor news. We are recording this midday. As at this morning, 9 o'clock, when I did for for my radio program. We never see any CBN directive. We talk say it has. The federal government say, oh yes, we will obey. We will obey. We will look at the. You know, that be English graduate. We will
obey.
Obey, not we are obeying. And if by now the central bank should have issued a directive, pasted everywhere, announcing on radio to the people that we have extended.
Uncle Jedi, make we even look this matter because this court case now, I won't reason now. We know say na the Kaduna State, Kogi State, and Zamfara state governments now then carry the matter go court. So people they talk say we don't see problem for this country where the governors them just be like say they don't care, they look the other way. But in the last 1 week, the governors them don't pursue Oga President. Nobody say that they pursue her for back. They don't define out to go meeting. They don't define out now. They don't go court
because it affects them. But you see, say by coincidence, all the 3 governors are from the north. The question is, whose bidding are they doing? Has it been done deliberately to make it look? It be like say the people with the matter concerned, then they back, they won't play hero. Is it deliberate that the 3 governors are from the north? Is it a strategy? My brother, let me tell you something. In the name of God, this election will hold. Do I hear an amen?
Amen. Amen. Amen.
But it will be a miracle if it holds.
Uncle Jerry, your prayer point gets...
No, I first pray first, and then come add analysis, join them. So it will be a miracle. The kind of forces that we have to contend with in this country,
short period,
the kind of strategies, real devilish thinking to achieve this thing that we are seeing, it should frighten any normal human being. Every step you are seeing, it has gotten to a point where you cannot even read the body language of our politicians again. They are the most difficult people to ascertain what they behind them on the face of the earth. I'm telling you. Why was it only those 3 governors from the north with them? Is there no governor from the east or from the west? Or candidates?
Uncle JD, this matter, he good. We dey talk am say na to open people eyes. Now why I see the hot special day because na extra. All the things where we say you feel they see, but your eye no go open to. Uncle JD they open them to us. Experience plenty, and in they use the experience where we appreciate. Say in they join us. Now 5 story we carry come today. Oh, we don't look all the story them. The first one we've been talking about matter when concern our great country Nigeria and how things today. We also talk about the Nigerian students there. When we say, you know, they don't tell us, oh yeah, I'm they go house. So that election period will not go participate. And we tell you now, say, all the Udochukwu, all the Victor, if they no come back house this period, remember the date, February 22 to March 14th, they get plan, especially the ones where their name now Victor. They get plan, Papa, no, now they call their children now, they tell them, say, see, waiting NUC talk, begin they come house once they reach that 22nd. Now, Minister for Education, Adamu, now in the on top of on screen, like that. We don't also talk about the G5 governors, when they be like, say, things don't fall apart now, because now, everybody gets the candidate where they support based on their own interest. And so some people they talk say it be like say na hours before the election they go declare the person where we say then they support. We also can tell una say national security advisor they talk say this cash when no really day if it cause problem for front because this our gallant soldier people then when they fight to see say we dey safe inside this our country. If a lot no they ring for that side to buy important things to ensure say things they go smoothly if it cause problem. Then finally the one when we say concern this central bank. Now Uncle Jedi, I won't ask you as a prophet. Now, when we say, they say, we will obey. And then Supreme Court, they say, oh, yeah, Mona, go. Make everybody come back by the 15th of February. And don't forget, say, when we reach 15th of February, it will be 10 days or 9 days to the election. What do you think, say, go happen? It be like, say, this one come be like, say, everybody go back, go re-strategize. But when we come that 15th, what do you think, say, we're supposed to expect?
No, by the time we come back on the 15th.
Next week, Wednesday.
Waiting Oyinbo they call a lot of things for don't happen for the back end.
That's for backyard.
For backyard. explanations go. Then fits because now nobody say when they say go come back and say nobody say everybody go sit down, they wait that date. You know, everybody they run around. If it's be say typically in Nigeria, 1 or 2 money fit pass hands. You know, all kinds of trading and so on and so forth. No be prediction we go look na prayer. Say make the spirit of Nigeria make it overtake this whole process. Because these things can make or break. And that is why I've been talking. For instance, when NSA they talk say, I mean NSA, when they talk say the money go affect soldiers, the money go affect soldiers. The army fit go CB and go carry cash, carry and go waiting they want to do now. What is the big deal? We don't expect soldiers in the front to go and line up at the banks. If the army get the capacity to go and they go get this thing with CBN, this is a security matter, and then go carry the money, go pay them cash. So why then the alarm? Especially. If you want div, 2 div, or the day for this thing, arrangements can be made. Government they do them. Nobody say this is make nobody dabaro us. Government they do them. So why is this special interest? You see, if you are a student of current affairs, you go see say the thing where Oyinbo they call jigsaw, will be pieces. It be like say the pieces they fall in line. Waiting the result go be an honor, but make una they pray.
Uncle JD, now you get this handshake. You don't do well. I dey very sure say plenty Nigerians go to look forward to what will happen on the 15th day of February 2023. Do well to carry yourself responsibly. We've been begging earlier this week. Me and my brother Uncle be say those people when they do, we no go agree. They enter streets, they destroy bank. To destroy, they easy. To rebuild, no problem. And now all of us go suffer them. So I beg this weekend. Keep your head for where safe. If you get your PVC, go look at again. Smile to the PVC. Tell the PVC, say, I will see you on the 25th of February. Make una sleep well. God bless Nigeria. Uncle JD, once again. This is your hand, Uncle JD.
But next week, before we finish this program, we go invoke prayer. Make we bring a pastor, imam, and all these people, all these Kurube people. Make we put prayer for ground. Say everybody will vote. Make them begin be like the person we them vote for.
This don't be everybody go say.
Now we go put them for ground.
Okay.
For ground.
No problem. Una bye. We go see you next week.